This video is going to be about this machine, the Amberola A. What I've got here is an Amberola A and an Amberola B. These machines are both from around the same period. Originally, Edison introduced the Amberola to compete with the Victrola, Victrola, all the internal horn type of machines. And it was really just called the Amberola. And that machine was introduced in a cabinet that's called a Herzog cabinet, because that's the company that was supplying the cabinets. But there were problems with the cabinets, and I believe there were some problems with delivery. So he switched to another company, the Pulley manufacturing company, to supply the later cabinets. Now, as I said, originally it was just called the Amberola, and it was a 2- and 4-minute machine. It was very much like this. But then he decided in 1911 to bring out a model that was strictly just a 4-minute machine. So at that point, he had to designate them. So the A was the 2- and 4-minute version, and the B was the 4-minute only version. And this 4-minute only version, I did a video on, which you should check out, because this has an opera mechanism. This mechanism here on the Amberola 1A or A looks a lot like an opera mechanism, but it's not. So I'm going to bring you in with the camera to show you both of these, and you'll see the difference. So we've got a 2- and 4-minute machine and a 4-minute machine. Let me bring you in and take a look. Okay, first I'm going to start with the B, or the 1B here. You can see this is an opera mechanism. See how large this box is? That's where the governor is. So this is probably Edison's best mechanism. So we go over to here, and this looks a lot like an opera mechanism. It's got a lot of the same features. The mandrel moves under the reproducer, and it slides along here, this track. But see here, this is smaller. What's under here is a gear and a belt drive, like the earlier machines. The one here is direct drive, meaning the motor is connected through gears directly to the mandrel, which rotates. Because he had figured out a way of keeping the gears quiet, or making them basically silent, he was able to do that. It's a lot better mechanism than this one with a leather belt. The leather belt sort of introduces another place where the machine can start to warble and it can slip a little bit. But in those days, the motors were not that quiet, and if you connected it directly to the mechanism, there would be a lot of noise. So here it is. Here's the reproducer. Now this one is capable of playing 2-minute and 4-minute cylinders. So you need to switch from 2 to 4 up here for each cylinder, and then you got your speed control. It's a really beautiful bed plate here. It's in great shape. Really well taken care of. And there we have the decal decal, whichever you want to call it. And there's the ID plate. Let's give this a try. Now, this is still a really good playing mechanism. I'm going to make sure I'm set to 4, and this is set to 4. It's sort of based on the Triumph underneath the motor, I believe. So let's try this. Woo. These really well-made cabinets also have quite a bit of storage. If you look here, you've got drawers. They're a little sticky, but they're quite nice, and they hold quite a number of cylinders.